What's going on, everybody? I'm Jabby Koi, joined by Achara Kirk.
What's up?
We're looking at Fast X, the pitch meeting from Pitch Meeting. Thanks so much for joining us. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications, and pretty please vote this up. Let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching. While you subscribe and upvoting, subscribe to Pitch Meeting. There's a link in the description below for the video we're about to watch. If you want to click on that, give the original an upvote, and subscribe to him from there. Let's jump into this. Here we go.
So, you have a new Fast and Furious movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. And I think you can figure out what this one's gonna be called. I've literally never been able to guess. None of these titles have any rhyme or reason to them.
Yeah,
come
that's
on, give it a shot. I guess Fast 10, as in fasten your seatbelts? That's right, sir, you got it. I got it? Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. Well, Fast X, we're doing a Roman numeral thing. Ah, dang it. So anyway, in this one, we're gonna kick things up a notch, because get this, somebody from Dom's past is back for revenge. Right, that's kind of always the case. So this time it's personal. It's literally always personal.
Yep.
Yeah, but see, this time it's personaler. It's more, whatever, I don't care. It works for me, that sounds good. Yeah, so see, we're gonna flash back to Fast 5, and it turns out the bad guy from that movie had a son named Dante, and he's a very angry, sexy pirate. Sexy, angry pirates are tight. And so since Dom killed his father and burned all his money, he's been studying him for 10 years to find out what makes him tick. 10 years? 10 years, and he finally cracked the code. You know what it is? I feel like it's family. It's family. That doesn't feel like a decade-long riddle. So now that he's figured that out, it's time for some revenge. So what does he do? Well, he's gonna go force Dom to play Rocket League at the Vatican. What? Yeah, Dante set this big rolling ball bomb loose in the city, and even though Dom saves the Vatican, there's still a big explosion that destroys a bunch of stuff. Oh my God, so a bunch of people die? No, everybody's fine, nobody's hurt. How? Well, right after the action scene, we're gonna show a news report saying that nobody died, so people are gonna have to believe us. Smart. So anyway, Dante frames the fact.
Why is it bad if anyone died in that explosion? He's a bad guy.
Yeah, but I guess the movie's PG-13. I don't know. It's like, oh, look at all this destruction and like potential death and danger, but don't worry, no one actually got hurt. We're allowed to enjoy in the ridiculousness and the fun of it because nobody died. But as soon as you're like, oh, and then there were like 100 casualties, then it becomes really serious and it's a bit of a bummer.
Really?
I think.
I mean, in A New Hope, the Empire destroyed a whole planet.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really know.
And even in like Force Awakens, they destroyed like 20 planets.
But that's in space. You can destroy planets in space. You can't destroy the Vatican.
All right.
Catholics will be angry.
So anyway, Dante frames the Fast family for the explosion, and they become the most wanted people in the world. Jeez, so I guess they go into hiding. You know it. Well, first Dom has to go do some light posing in front of the Coliseum. Why would he go there? That's one of the most popular tourist destinations on the planet. So that'll be a cool shot for the trailer. That makes sense. So now the Fast family's kind of split up all around the world, and they have this agency after them. What agency? That one. Okay. So one of these teams is Roman and Tej and Ramses, and they've got to buy a new computer for hacking or something. I could not care less what it's for. Okay. And so Roman and Tej are gonna bicker as they do, and at a certain point, Roman's gonna take some dust from his pocket and just throw it up in the air. What's that? What, did I miss something? No. All right. Anyway, so then they're gonna try to buy a new computer from, the random celebrity cameo hat. Yay. Pete Davidson. Oh,
yeah, that was random.
Perfect, because people know who that is. So when they see him, they'll be like, I know who that is. Exactly, so that's gonna be very fun for everybody. And then Han is gonna accidentally eat some psychedelics. Oh, he is? Yeah, he's gonna be eating one of these muffins, and then he's gonna look at it and be like, whoa. Wow, so what effect is that gonna have on the next couple of scenes? Literally none whatsoever. We're never gonna reference it again. And so that about concludes the most random scene I've ever written, mostly using Mad Libs. Wow. Anyway, so it turns out Dante is also targeting Dom's son, Little B. So Dom's brother Jacob from the last movie comes in to protect him, as the fun uncle. It's gonna be the fun section. Wacky fun uncle. He was completely serious and deadly in the last movie.
Yeah.
Shut up. And so they're gonna have a fun little adventure together. Oh, very fun. Yeah, they're gonna commit multiple crimes together, even kill some people. The kid is gonna kill people. Oh yeah, he's gonna personally blow up several people in their cars using missiles. Wow, he must be so traumatized. Now he's pumped about taking those lives. He's gonna high-five John Cena about it. Kid's kind of a psycho. Such a good time making human bodies explode to death. All right, so what else is going on? Oh, not much. In the movie, movie. You're not in the movie. What else is going on in the movie? Oh, well, Letty got arrested during that Rocket League game in Rome, so she gets sent to a remote prison. Oh, she does? She does. All the way in Antarctica, so she's got to find a way to break out. Sounds like that's going to be hard to do. Actually, it's going to be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, see, this good agency lady Tess stabs her, so she goes to this medical area and is strapped to a table next to Cypher. She's from the last 2 or 3 of the 10 movies. She sure is, sir. And since Cypher is such a good hacker, she uses the little touchscreen on the side of their beds to not only set them free, but to gas every single guard in the building. Why would that be accessible on a hospital bed touchscreen? Unclear, but it is. So then her and Letty are going to have a little fist fight, because at this point it'll have been like 30
really
seconds
understood how that happened.
There's a lot of questions you have along the way.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay.
It's like I said in our review, every time I started having a question that was kind of following a train of logic, I'm like, just stop, please. Don't do it to yourself.
Yeah, like, okay. Like that was my feeling though. Like when she did that, I'm like, how did she know how to?
It's fine.
How would she have known how to?
Anything that starts with a how, what,
how was she able to? How did she know? Like, why is? Okay. And you just keep moving.
Exactly.
Because at this point, it'll have been like 30 seconds since the last action scene. Oh my God, what are you nuts? Make them punch each other. This isn't a slow burn drama. Yeah, don't worry, they're gonna punch each other. Amazing. Pow, pow, pow. Yeah. And so eventually Dante's gonna manage to locate Dom's son. Oh no, he's part of the family. So now Dom's gotta go to Portugal, because that's where my dart hit the map on the wall of my office while writing this. Very globe-trotty. So Dante manages to kidnap Dom's son, and so Dom and Jacob have to do some very upset driving very quickly. Well, if that's not the promise of the premise, I don't know what is. But then some of the cars are dangerous, so Jacob sacrifices himself. So he dies. Well, sir, his car explodes into a massive fireball, so no, probably not. Oh, okay, good. And then this plane carrying almost the entire Fast family gets shot down and explodes. Oh no. And Dom and his son escape this massive explosion on a dam, only to have the dam be exploded itself and a huge wall of water rushes towards them. Oh my God, oh no. And so... Yeah, wait, what? I feel like that's a natural cutting off point. That's a good place to end that. We're just ending it there. Nothing's resolved. Yeah, we'll see what happens in a couple of years. I think that's a good place to leave it. I don't know, man. I think we're gonna need to give people a little more than that. I can have Gal Gadot pop out of a submarine and reveal her character's not dead. That'll work, yeah. Okay, great. So she pops out of a submarine and we cut to credits. Well, maybe a tiny bit more for people. We can bring back some other character we haven't seen in a while in a mid-credit scene. Perfect. Yeah, that'll distract people from the movie just kind of ending in the middle of an action scene. Hi everybody, it's Ryan George here.
I need to read that article.
I know.
I need to read that article.
I want to know why. I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was so much drama
So
there.
much beef.
Yeah.
And chicken. Hold on.
Here, thanks for watching that pitch meeting. Hope you liked it. I'm sorry it's got to come to this, but if you don't forward this video to 7 people, you're gonna get a curse, a really, really bad curse. We're going back to the early days of email forwards. You will get a curse from a witch. I'm still working out the details, but you're gonna like a bad curse. So anyway, I'm sorry for that, but thank you for watching. Thanks.
Well, technically, I'm forwarding it to all of you guys. So
Yeah.
Now you can pass it on like the ring. He pretty much called out all the things that bothered me about the movie. But like the thing about it is, I couldn't even like laugh as much at this one because I'm like, yeah, that was just annoying. The things he was pointing out, it didn't even amuse me. It was like, why is this sequence happening with what's his name with the drugs, with the psychedelics?
Oh yeah, with Han.
With Han,
that was weird.
That
because
whole section was so stupid.
It never paid off.
It's like Fast and Furious has gotten progressively like sillier, but usually it's like silly but has a direction. Whereas that was just like, why?
Oh yeah.
Why is this happening?
Unless they just had like a bunch of different writers who they assigned different scenes to, and then one person was like, I think it would be really funny because Han loves to eat all the time and he loves his snacks, that he would eat this cupcake or whatever that was psychedelic. I guess the next writer who's working on the next scene will pick that up and find a fun way to incorporate it into the next scene, but then they never did. It almost feels like that.
It's surprising to me that Han and Tyrese Gibson, their characters don't get along better, because Tyrese Gibson was introduced as someone who's always eating.
That's right.
That was a running joke in Too Fast. too curious.
You know, to what they were saying about John Cena's character and how in the last movie he was really serious and, you know, just dark or whatever. And then in this one, he's like the fun uncle. I still enjoyed the crap out of him, though. It's like sometimes it doesn't even matter who the characters are. Like you said that Roman was the one that was known for eating all the time. And then Han is known for eating all the time now. It's like we can just swap the characteristics around of characters at this point. Who cares? We're just here for the cars, the explosions, the action. It's silly.
I guess I'm inclined to agree with you to a certain extent, only because John Cena was such an awesome character. His addition to the film here was great. He basically brought Peacemaker to this role, and it was perfect. The bit with the kid killing all the people, I was watching the film thinking, this is odd. Him pointing it out here in the pitch meeting, I'm like, yeah, that's... Yeah, like it's just weird. It's just so bizarre, and the kid has no feelings about that whatsoever, that he's murdering people. And it's not even clear to me that the agency is necessarily bad. I know the guy at the top is bad because he works for Jason Momoa. Is everyone beneath him also like, are they all villainous? Are they all like henchmen or are they?
Yeah, henchmen by extension.
But I mean, are they like evil henchmen or are they good henchmen? Do you know what I mean? Like if it was a bunch of police officers and he was blowing them up, that would not be a good look. Okay, so they're a powerful agency with connections that reach the globe. Supposedly those are good guys.
Supposedly, yeah.
Did I say supposedly just now?
No.
Okay.
It's interesting that they made it a point to say no one died in the explosion in the beginning with the Rocket League, right? And then when it comes to the little kid, it's like, woohoo, we killed some bad guys. Like, you're a kid.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense. But, you know, nothing about this makes sense.
It's a bit hypocritical, riders of Fast 10. Your seatbelts. My favorite part of this, though, was Ryan George ended it. He's like, yeah, it seems like a good place to stop this story. Just abruptly.
But honestly, at the end of it, I was like, yeah, I'm okay with that. So at the beginning of the next one, we pick up with like, oh, are they going to be okay? Which obviously they're going to be okay. We all know that. There's no mystery
We
there.
don't know that.
We do.
No.
They're not going to kill off Dom and, like, Lil B.
We don't know that.
No, they're not. So, like, we can wait for 2 years. We know that Dom and Lil B are going to be okay. Probably John Cena,
We don't know that,
Achara
last minute. We don't know that. We don't know that.
We do.
We don't know that. It might be over.
Yeah.
We don't know that.
It's going to be all over. There's no more Fast and Furious movies.
We don't